What's good, Kaneki? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing well. Thrive within your means. This is going to be a mix of a blog and monologue as well. So in the background, I've got pictures and videos of two holidays I've taken this year. The first to Gibraltar and the second to Ghana. So you'll see them going on in the background, scrolling along as I talk about this. So thrive within your means. This really is a culmination of all the finance videos I've been talking about. So in the past, just off the top of my head, I've spoken about how you shouldn't be using credit cards. You shouldn't be using buy now, pay later. Credit cards, unless it's like you're in dire straits and you really need to. But honestly, even then, I wouldn't recommend it. Just ask a family member, ask a friend for the money. Don't use credit cards for emergencies. But it is a combination of all the advice I've given around personal finance on the channel to show how I'm living, my examples that I'm putting out. So it's going to be three parts. The first part is about how you don't have to use credit cards. The second bit is about practicing gratitude, and the third is about saving and investing. So to kick us off about not using credit cards, buy now, pay later. Buy now, pay later. I know the stats are quite shocking. I've spoken about how you shouldn't use Klarna at all. That is, it is a weapon of mass destruction for your personal finance. But people are still relying on it. They're using it for groceries, DoorDash, concert tickets. So it's not something I'd recommend. Just stay away from buy now, pay later. The next is credit cards. They use credit points to keep you on the credit hamster wheel. Stay away from credit cards. Honestly, it is not something you want to get involved with, because if you miss one payment, you're cooked. You're cooked. You're paying about, I think it was on average 26% interest on that. Just save yourself a headache, because if you're paying 26% interest, imagine the amount of money you'll have to make just to pay down that interest. Just stay away from it. Weapon of mass destruction. Stay away from it. If you can't afford to buy something with your debit card, you can't afford it at all. Just stay away from credit cards, honestly. Also, most people pay for their holidays using credit. The issue with this is you're using credit on something that's not giving you any returns. It's not giving you any real, it's not putting anything in your pocket. So you're going to have to work to pay that back. The thing is, you want to make your life easier. You want money to be working for you, basically. And credit debt is a liability. You want to free yourself from that as much as possible. So please, if you're using debt, make sure you're putting it into something productive like a business, investing it into yourself, because you know you're going to earn more later, so you can pay down the debt. And just right now, it's not an environment to be getting into debt anyway because of the interest rates. This includes mortgages, unfortunately. I'll probably make a video on that later on about mortgages. This is not, I don't think this is the environment to be going out and getting a mortgage, to be honest, but that will come out in a future video. The next way to thrive within your means is by practicing gratitude. Just before I started recording, I came up with an equation for wealth. And in my opinion, the equation for wealth is as follows. It is what you have minus what you need minus what you want. And really, to be in a state of abundance, what you need, honestly, I don't think what you need is going to change much. Everyone just needs the basics: food, water, shelter. And then the rest is luxury. I'm not going to lie. The rest is luxury. And what you want, if you really want to be in a state of abundance, you have to decrease what you want as much as possible. Now, I'm not saying you should be a miser. I'm not saying you should, be a hermit and not go out. That's not what I'm saying. But what you want needs to be proportional to what you make. You can't want to, fly in a private jet if you're making minimum wage. You can't do that. So obviously that's an outlandish example, but you just have to adjust your wants to what you're currently making. That's just the basics. I'll build on that point in the save and invest section in just a bit. Also, I did a video on how you could take stock of your monthly budget. You can find it over here. If you'd like to take me on as your personal finance coach, just feel free to email me at kanekojo@gmail.com, and we can sit down for about 30 minutes, talk through what you need, what needs to happen, and then I can build the dashboard for you. I'll be very happy to. Obviously, it will come at a fee, but very, very affordable fee. I'm trying to make it accessible to the everyday person. So do reach out to me on there, get the word out. If anyone you know is also struggling with their personal finance, send them my way, and I'll be very happy to talk to them. Now, another bit about practicing gratitude is actually when you stay in the present, you actually notice that you have a lot of the things you currently need. All your needs are taken care of. Now, this comes to a point of faith. You just have to believe that everything will be taken care of. As Christians, that's what we're told, that's what we're instructed to do. But obviously, it's not just Christianity. Many religions talk about being in a state of content, because honestly, that's when you realize, wow, I actually have a lot. Being grateful for the things you have. It might help to do some volunteering just to see how other people are living, because usually when we compare ourselves, we always compare up. So think of apps like Instagram, Snapchat. They promote comparing yourselves to other people, but always comparing up to what they have that I don't have. But actually, if you take stock of what you have against the people who have less than you, yeah, then you actually realize, oh wow, I'm blessed. I see. I'm blessed. So practice gratitude. That is probably the quickest way to thrive within your means, in my opinion. And also remember that envy is expensive. Envy is very expensive. There is a term, keeping up with the Joneses. Basically, you see what your neighbor gets. So if your neighbor gets a new car, you're then like, oh, I need a new car. If your neighbor gets a new iPhone, oh, I need a new iPhone. That sort of thing. And like I said, these apps, these social media apps, they promote envy. The business model is envy. And it's very expensive to keep up with the Joneses. I'm not going to lie. So just focus on yourself, focus on your lane. In fact, I'd actually encourage everyone to make a list of the things that they need. The basics. Just start with the basics. Keep it simple. What do I need? And if you can afford it, great. If you can't, try to get more skills, skill up, either in your workplace or just skills that the market values. Learn those skills and make yourself more valuable in the marketplace. And then everything will take care of itself. That's just what you have to believe. Everything is going to take care of itself. The third bit, save and invest. Save and invest to make more in the future. Now, the thing about this bit is gratitude keeps you focused on the present, but you also have to have an eye on the future. Saving and investing is for the future so that you can have more when you need it. And now in economics, there's something called low time preference. This basically means you're delaying gratification. You need to practice delayed gratification. When you see something in the store that you really want, give it a day, give it 2 days. If you still want it, then okay, that means you really want it. But otherwise, most purchases are bought on impulse. Impulsive purchases are expensive. This is another thing. Envy and impulsive purchases are very expensive. They're costing you. They're keeping you down. They're keeping you away from your financial goals. So give yourself a day, give yourself 2 days, 3 days perhaps. If you really, really still want it, then fine, treat yourself. Otherwise, just know that it's an impulse buy. This is another way to avoid buyer's remorse. I know now on Amazon, most things are, free returns, but by and large, most things aren't when you go to the store. So just delay gratification. Another thing on gratification, addictions are also expensive. If you're into gambling, sports betting, options trading, so that's something on the stock market, options trading. These things are losing you money. The lottery as well. If any of you are buying lottery tickets, stop. Stop. It's much better to put that into a savings account, let that grow, and then you can buy stocks in the future. Obviously, stocks aren't the only way to build wealth, real estate and gold as well. The next bit, honestly, I think this is probably one of the most important parts of this video. Understand what you value in life.
So, we are in Kosombo, and I am kayaking for the first time.
Ever.
And it's been an exciting experience. I didn't want to do it at first, but well, so here we have hair.
The guy was right. The guy was right.
Full outfit, well, because he actually forced me to be here.
Aren't you thankful?
Thankful. Little. Because he left me.
For the record, I went exploring. And she said it's fine. Fellas, if they ever tell you it's fine, it's never fine. It's never fine. Now, they say what you spend your money on is what you value. So if you value your health, you're probably going to be buying healthy food, probably going to have a gym membership, for example, so you can exercise. Let's say you value holidays. That means you're going to be spending a lot more on holidays than you do on other things. If you value friends, you'll see that most of your money is going towards, restaurants or cinemas, whatever activity you do with people. On that note, I'd say cut down on takeaway. You don't learn to cook. This goes for fellas. Learn to cook. You don't need to be ordering takeaway as often. You don't need it. Learn to cook. You'll find that your health improves as well because you know the ingredients you're putting into your food. It also applies to time spent as well. If you value learning, you're probably going to spend more time reading. The type of videos you're going to be watching online on YouTube will be completely different. The type of accounts you follow on social media will be very different as well. So it's not just about monetary aspects of it. It's also about time spent, what you spend your time doing. Personally, I value learning, so I spend a lot of my time reading. I spend a lot of my money actually on learning and health. So I have a gym membership, I eat healthy. I don't really order takeaway like that. Honestly, the only time I eat out is if I'm meeting up with friends or with family. I cook, thankfully. I have learned the art, the skill of cooking. Don't call me a chef. I'm not really a chef. I just cook to survive. Still alive, so I'm doing well. But yeah, just learn to be more self-sufficient. A lot of these skills you can learn, a lot of the life skills you can learn. Fellas, you might have to learn how to cut your hair. Just learn how to cut your hair. Hey, if looking good is a massive priority for you, obviously you can still learn to cut your hair and still look good. I mean, I'm just saying. But 20 pounds, I don't know what the value of I don't know how much barbers are charging now, but 25 pounds a haircut every 2 weeks is massively draining your bank account. Learn how to style your own hair. Now that I've gone through that list, let me talk about the holidays. So yeah, Gibraltar was great. Gibraltar was absolutely amazing. It was my first ever solo trip. I can't remember the images now. They must have. I must be on the Ghana part by now. But yeah, Gibraltar was amazing. Small country though. I was there for about 4 days. Had a great time though. Did a lot of sightseeing. Spent a lot of time in nature, walking. And that's another thing I value, time in nature. So a lot of my holidays are based around nature. I don't typically enjoy city holidays like that because, I mean, I live in a city, so why would I want to travel to another city? It doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah, Gibraltar was great. I highly recommend those of you in the UK. It's a British territory, so you're going to be paying in pounds. Just keep that in mind. It can be a perk, but also you won't benefit from the perks of a weaker currency like I did in Ghana. Ghana was a phenomenal time. Spent it with family, spent it with my girlfriend as well. Had a great time in a place called Akosombo. It is honestly one of the most beautiful places I've been to. The nature, cabin by the lake, lots of activities as well. I mean, kayaking, jet ski. There was some rock climbing as well, which is great. The views. Oh my goodness, the views. That is what I mean. It doesn't cost a lot, guys, to really enjoy life. It doesn't cost a lot. There are many beautiful countries you can go to that aren't very expensive, but you would cherish it for a lifetime. Ghana is one of them. Yes, of course, I'm Ghanaian, so I might be a bit biased, but you can see from yourselves from the photos and videos that it is a very beautiful country. So I highly recommend. I don't want this to be too long. That is the bulk of the message for this one. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know how you plan to thrive within your means in the comments below. Share this video out with friends, family, people you believe will enjoy the channel and what we do here. We do economics videos and reaction videos. So thank you very much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. There are quite a few of you who regularly watch but aren't subscribed. Please do subscribe. It helps the channel out a lot. Leave a like as always, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.